It's been about 129 days since last wipe, and a question I get on stream quite often is, I'm a brand new player, I just bought the game, I should probably wait until wipe though to start playing, right? Like, it's way too late in the wipe to start playing, right? So today's video, I'm going to be breaking it down into two different sections. Brand new players that have never played the game, should they start right now? And then also returning players that maybe played last wipe or the wipe before, and now they have like this itch, they want to play Tarkov, and they think it's just too late in the wipe to do that. So in today's video, we'll answer the age-old question, should I start Tarkov right now? So you got the game, you're thinking about downloading the game, you're a brand new player. Should you start Tarkov? Should you play now or should you wait until wipe? You should play right now. And I will tell that to anyone. You should be starting to play this game right now because you should be thinking of this wipe, the rest of the wipe, as a practice wipe. Who cares? You know, you started late. You have an excuse why you're dying all the time, right? Like, it just doesn't matter. And here's the thing, this game is so layered about like the mechanics of the game, like just the keybinds and the healing system are so confusing that it's better to learn that now when you have no real pressure on yourself, you're just learning the game, than it is when wipe happens and you're like, oh, I have to keep up with my friends or you know, I have to keep up with streamers. Don't worry about that stuff, right? This wipe, you're just like, I just want to learn the game. I just want to learn the first dozen tasks. I want to learn a map or two, and you just want to learn the basic mechanics of just ammo, right? Because there's good ammo, there's bad ammo. You'll find your favorite gun for low levels and you'll be like, okay, well, at least at wipe, I'll know that this gun is my favorite and I'm going to use this for the first few levels. Now let's talk about the tasks, right? You're going to learn the first few dozen tasks here, like, or even just say the first dozen tasks, hopefully. And if you started this at wipe, everyone's doing the same tasks as you. So those areas are really big hot zones. You're going to get contested a lot, where now it's a little more mellow. Not as many people are going over there. So you're going to have a lot more, I would say, you know, a little more time to get to where you need to go, and not everyone's rushing the one place. Also, there's another thing called insurance. So you can insure your guns, you can insure your armor and stuff like that. And if no one picks it up in raid, when you die, you get it back after a certain amount of time. No one's picking up your level 1 or 2 gear. You know what I mean? Like, that's why this is such a good time. You're going to get that gear back because everyone's such a high level. No one cares about your busted ass SKS. I'm sorry. It's true though. And that's going to work in your favor, because if this was the beginning of a wipe and you insure your gear, a lot of times people will take your stuff because they don't really have anything either. But right now it's so late that no one really cares about level 2 or 3 armor or your SKS, you know? So it's a great time to start. So another thing you have going for you is the scavs. So there's a bunch of scavs in every map, and they're the NPCs of the game. So they're going to shoot on sight at any player, even if they see you, even if they smell you, they're going to shoot you. It's pretty crazy sometimes, but they have low level gear. Their guns are usually busted. So what happens is when a player kills them and they're, you know, somewhat high level, they don't take any of their loot. They just don't care about it because it's a busted gun. And you know what, they don't care about their MBSS backpack or their rig or their level 2 or 3 armor, and that works in your favor because you do care about that stuff. So what's going to happen is you might stumble upon 3 dead scavs that no one looted because they don't care about the gear, but guess what, it's like a jackpot too. You can use that gear, at least sell it and at least get a better armor or maybe a bigger backpack from them. You'll get excited, and that's what's so awesome right now, is that a lot of people overlook a lot of things in the game. They just don't have the quote unquote time, or they just don't care about it. Maybe they're just PvP hunting, so they're not searching toolboxes or duffel bags or computers. But you'll search everything, you'll get a bunch of loot easily, and then you can just sell it to traders. And I should say easily, right, in quotes again, because the game's not easy at all. But because a lot of people are overlooking stuff and a lot of people are just going for PvP, I would say, this is a good time for you to just learn maps, take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to get to level 2, 3, 4 as fast as you can because it's wipe and you want to keep up with your friends. This is just you having fun, learning the game, because this game is hard AF. Like, I have to tell you, this game is so difficult. So give yourself a break. Start right now. Have a good time. Don't worry about if your kill to death's good, if your survival rate's good. Beat yourself up next wipe, you know, like really just give yourself the hardest time mentally once wipe happens, because trust me, it will happen. But right now, just think of this like I started late. Of course I'm dying left, right, and center. Like, you can give yourself an excuse, and sometimes that's what you need to learn a game. Just an excuse to be shitty. And trust me, we were all shitty. As much as you want to hear people say that, like, oh, this is my first wipe, I have 30 million rubles. Don't listen to them. When I first started Tarkov, my first wipe, I got to level, I think 23, and I was jacked. Like, I was jacked. I still remember killing someone for like a modded out MP5 that nowadays you'd laugh at if you saw it once you start like playing the game a bit more. But to me, that MP5 was like, it was like my trophy. I never used it. I never used it once. I didn't take it out. I was just so excited that I got it. And let those wins happen. Don't let anyone take that wind out of your sail, because a lot of people will. A lot of people will be keyboard warriors. You'll see them in chat talking about how like, oh, it's so easy to get this done, or this is such an easy task. Like, don't worry about any of that. Get all of that out of your head. Just have fun. Take your time. Play it like you want to. That's the most important thing. If you want to go low and slow in the game, awesome. Learn your play style, right? A lot of people will talk about Chad and rat mentality. So what happens is people that are Chads are ones that usually shift W, run everywhere, and do all these cool jumps, and they just go really aggressive play style wise. Where rats are, you know, they go low and slow. They take their time. They're really listening to everything that's happening around them, and they're reacting through that. Play however you want. If you want to be a Chad, try it out. You know, see if you're surviving, and then try out being a rat. See if you're surviving. Just have fun with the game. That's the biggest thing I want to tell you about. This game is unlike any other game out there. I truly love it, and just have fun. I know it's hard sometimes because you're getting your ass whooped constantly, but trust me, eventually things will click and it will get better. Okay, so the next section is going to be for the returning players of Tarkov. The people that maybe played last wipe or the wipe before and they think it's too late, but they have this really big urge or itch to play it again. Play the game, right? Don't let anything or anyone make you feel like you can't play a game you want to. Yes, you're behind, don't get me wrong, but just like I said before with the new players, this is a who cares wipe. Just have fun with it. And what I usually tell people when they're returning and they're saying, hey, should I start right now? I always tell them to have goals, right? Your goal shouldn't be to get to level, 50 or 42 from level 1 again, or level 6 where you ended off. Your goal should be like, hey, I want to learn Shoreline. I never learned Shoreline. I always wanted to. This is the perfect time for you to learn maps, right? Like, who cares? You're just going to learn some stuff. For next wipe, maybe Lighthouse. You haven't touched Lighthouse yet. That's a brand new map this wipe, and you just want to learn Lighthouse. Then just go play the game. Don't let anyone make you feel like you can't. I know it's a difficult game. You know it's a difficult game, and give yourself some breathing room and to relax if you die a few dozen times, right? Like, you're starting from scratch, but then when you do get those kills or you do start really gaining some momentum, you can be like, I did this starting in the middle of a wipe. It's never too late for you. I really hope you come back and join us and have some fun. And the other thing is there's VoIP now. So if you are returning and you didn't know, VoIP is there. You can have some really fun, stupid times using VoIP. You can make friends during the raid. You can get backstabbed for sure during the raid, but there's a lot of new goofy stuff that you should try out. But the biggest thing is, if you have an itch, definitely scratch it. This game is something amazing. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just so addicting. The looter shooter aspect, there's nothing like it out there. And I'm sure once you play it for a little bit and you just kind of get your feet wet and you get kind of comfortable with the mechanics and things start clicking for you, you're going to get highly addicted, because there's nothing like it out there. There's just nothing like it out there. It's just such an amazing game. So I really hope you do go try it and no one tries to tell you you can't. So thank you so much for watching this video. I make a ton of Tarkov content, so I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. And until next time, I'll just talk to everyone later.